Hi, I'm Darren Brokaw, and I'm the owner of J. Brokaw Salon in St. Louis, Missouri. And I'm also the creative director for Great Links USA. I also worked with HairWear Pro on the development of the HairWear Pro clip-in extensions. This is my client, Britt, and Britt is a sales director for a biotech company. And what we're going to be doing today is actually adding some volume and length on her hair. I wanted to go and talk to you about a salon scenario that you would do in the salon. This is a perfect example of a client that would come in who's going to an event. Britt is going to a 40th birthday party, and so she wanted something a little bit special on her hair. So you can see that we did a slight ombre look on her hair, and so with the clip-ins, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lengthen it and then accentuate the color with the actual clip-ins just to give her a really nice dramatic look for the party tonight. I'm using two different colors on her hair. On the match card here, we matched her color. I want to do a little bit lighter around the face, so I'm going to be using the Uptown Brown, and then around the back I'm going to be using number 3. Uptown Brown is number 8. 3 is Not Your Basic Brown in the back, and then the highlights around the face. The Uptown Brown is a brown that's reflecting caramel, so it's going to have a little bit more caramel highlights in it than her hair does. And I'm going to be placing that around her face. One up high to kind of carry the highlights through the front, and then, like I said, the number 3, which is more of a nice warm brown that actually doesn't have highlights through the back, so that it gives a really pretty blend between the two colors. I've parted the sections for the perimeter on Britt's hair. So one thing that's really important when you're doing the service on your client is you really need to show them where to place the actual clip-ins, because especially if you're going to be cutting these in, they need to know where to place them so that the haircut always looks good when they do them themselves. Because you can clip them in, cut it, and it looks fabulous, but then what is that client going to do when they go home? So you really need to make sure that you show them the sections that you're taking and give them a reference point of where to actually place the clip-in extensions. So I've actually started to part it off. I have parted off the perimeter, so I'm going to put one in the front on this side, one in the front on this side, and then 2 in the back. And so you want to make sure that you let your client know exactly what you're doing when you're doing it. So I have parted this off. Now the next step would be to actually show Britt the parting so that she can duplicate them at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just give her a mirror, and I'm going to turn her to the side so that she can see the partings. Look in here. So she can actually see where the parting is on the side, where the parting is in the back, and you will also want to give her a reference as to where it is on the head. So, for instance, the parting in the back is actually at the top of her ear, and the parting on the side is at the top of the arch of her eyebrow. So that gives her a reference to be able to do that and duplicate it at home. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just clip the 2 in the back and 1 on each side. And like I said, I'm going to be using the lighter highlight ones around the front and the 2 darker ones in the back.